First clear looking morning of the holidays. It's been raining Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Okay, clouds are rolling in, but it's still a fine day. So basically since the holidays started, Saturday was all rain. Sunday was rain with a few breaks. I managed to get a walk in. Monday was pretty much on and off rain. Managed to get a walk in when it was dry. Tuesday, overcast, spotty rain, and we had our electricity meter swapped from an analog meter to a new smart meter. And the idea with that is that the electric company doesn't need to come out anymore to check the meter. So we won't suddenly be told, oh, the meter guy couldn't get to your meter because I've got it behind a locked gate. And if I forget that they're coming, I don't keep the gate unlocked. And they would say, oh, well, we've estimated it. So now with a digital meter and a smart meter, it's got an antenna on the top, and basically they can read it remotely. And therefore, no more estimated bills. That was not our decision. We were told that we were eligible for it. Origin Energy has just gone around and said, like, updating or upgrading anybody's meter who wants to do it. That's what the guy told us. He said, we were just told the job was meters faulty, it's being upgraded. And he goes, there's thousands of them across the state. Anyway, because of that, we had to sit around that day waiting for them to come. Or we were told we didn't have to, but we had to. Initially, my appointment was for around 2:30. Then the email and text message to confirm that came out said they will be here between 7:30 a.m. and 5 p.m. So we had to just sort of sit around, did chores, got all my ironing done, that sort of stuff before they arrived. And then they arrived at around 2. And they were done by, I don't know, they got here about 2:30, and they were done within an hour. So that was good. Wednesday, what day we're up to? Wednesday was fine, but we had to go out for an appointment, so the day kind of got wasted. We were going to the dentist, so that was sort of like mid-morning, and then did some stuff while we were out. Come back pretty in the afternoon. Today started really nice, and now it's just got coming across all cloudy. I don't know whether it's meant to rain. I haven't checked that. But again, we're going out. It's holidays. This is when you try and get all your appointments in. I've still got to try and get my truck booked in for a service. But we've got an appointment that we're going out to. And when I come back, hopefully it's still fine. Of course, I want to take the boys out for a walk. In the meantime, the journal, I've gotten a little bit slack with it. I still use the diary. I still put the stuff in when I can. I've forgotten to open it some mornings just to remind me of stuff. But I'm trying to get back into the habit. It was basically the last 2 weeks of work were really busy, so stuff didn't happen. Journaling side of it, I've missed that. And that's just come from being so exhausted when I've gotten home that I just basically sit with the boys after I feed them, and then we eat and go to bed. And we're just usually writing in this at night, and I just forgot. What I've been finding now is, instead of writing about all sorts of stuff in here, I write about stuff that's sort of a bit more reflective or of interest to me, stuff I want to remember. I've started writing weather notes in here because I'm sitting here, and it's just like, it always seems to be nice in the week when we're working and not so nice on the weekend, and you don't get much done. I've kind of avoided the study too. I just haven't had the mojo to get here and do anything. But there is some stuff I want to do. Some of it's going to require the use of power tools outside, like the table saw. I still haven't used my table saw because it's rained every weekend and I've got to set it up outside. But I want to make a riser for the laptop just here so that I can sit my audio input from the microphones under it. I'm hoping to do that in the next couple of days. I thought about coming in this morning and it just didn't happen. I've stopped using the little diary, and that was out of sheer laziness of like having to print them out every week. I still like them, but I find this one here, I'd set out my week in it and that would give me a bit of a reminder. The stuff is also in the phone, and when I get to work, I'd have this out in case I had to write any extra notes and stuff. So the A5 size diary is working for me. Some of the professional learning I've gone on have given us these sort of things to work in because it was over several weeks, and so you've got all sorts of notes written in these. And I've done 2 courses that did that. One of them didn't get used as much, and they were related, so I took all those pages out, put them into that one, so all that stuff together, and then that booklet has just become one that I've got at work for notes or stuff I've got to try and do that I don't want to just write in my diary. There's still a lighting setup I want to set up in here, but I need conduit and I don't know if I've got enough outside. A few more things I want to do in here, but I like the rearrangement. I'm making good use of my space. The wall usage here, it's still in progress. It's sort of the way that I'm doing it. This room is feeling very closed in, but I'm making the most of the space I've got. Need to get ready to go out. Just need to do an update in here. Better do it in here than the truck because I'm not going out in the truck. There you go. Getting the afternoon walk in. It definitely cooled off and the blue sky disappeared. No sign or chance of rain, but when you're on holidays, how you sort of forget what day it is. And even when you have appointments and stuff, forgot what days it was. Driving back in today and saw people's bins out, and I'm going, what are the bins out for? Bin night's tomorrow. That's tonight. It's recycling week too, so I've got to put my recycling bin out. Hello. How you doing, baby? Hello. It's a big dog. Pretty sure I've seen the owners of that dog walking it when we've been out once. And his demeanour is very different when he's out walking. He's like a big puppy. And I think that's kind of what he's doing now. He just wants to... You hear him sometimes with a whimper rather than a snarl. It's just like, woo, woo, woo. I want to play. All right, Sam, I know you're eager. Jeez. So I was preparing to cook up the boys' dinner because my boys will have, as well as their kibble, cooked vegetables. So I cook up a stack of vegetables for them that are suitable for dogs, like carrots, broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, all these sort of things that are good for the boys. Big pot. I was getting it ready and I was waiting for the water to boil, and I think going, this is taking a long time. And I looked over and I looked under and I checked the flame, and the flame was getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, and then it went out. And I went, great, we're on gas bottles. So I went down to check on the gas bottles and turned the one off that was hooked up, and turned on the other one and flicked over the tap on the regulator. Came up here and started trying to light the gas. Nothing. Went back down, tapped on both bottles. They're both empty. So I had to order gas, and they said it wouldn't be here till Tuesday. Today's Thursday. And I said, well, I've run out of gas, and it said to ring and import this number if you run out. So they said, we'll see if we can push it up. And I got 2 text messages, one saying Tuesday is when it's coming. And then about 10-15 minutes ago, I got another one saying it's coming tomorrow, which is good news. So tomorrow morning I'm going to go and undo all the gas bottles and get them up onto the driveway for them to swap over, because the side of my house is not suitable for somebody else to come walking down through with heavy gas bottles. I don't want that responsibility. However, I'm so glad I still had this electric double hot plate. I bought this $20 ago when I was working on the kitchen in my last house. And I bought this and a little benchtop toaster oven type thing, well, bigger than a toaster oven. But this was my cooktops for a while I was working on that kitchen. And I'm glad I still have them. So I just stuck the big pot on there. The water came to the boil a lot quicker. But once you put all the veggies in, it then slowly comes back up to heat, and that stuff's cooked. I just got to put it away. Backups. Always got to have a backup for things, don't you? I'm thinking I might need to get some little camping gas bottles and a little camp gas stove. I used to have one many years ago. I've got a single cooktop, but I know bottles for it to go on. So I might look into that too. It's always good to have a backup plan. Got myself a petrol generator for electrical emergencies. And we've always never worried about gas. When we have blackouts and that sort of stuff, because we've got the gas stove, we've got manual lighters rather than relying on the electric ones. And we're on bottled gas, which means we don't have to worry about gas lines going out elsewhere. But you do have to keep an eye on your gas. I didn't think the other bottle had been switched over. But when I was ringing them to order it, they did say, well, you last ordered the gas bottles in 2020. When I switch over, I'll order a new bottle then. And it's also been night tonight, so I've got to finish putting the trash out. It's recycling night too. So I'll get that done before going to bed. Again, haven't checked the weather, but it doesn't look that promising today, but I'll have a look. I just want to try and get a little bit of stuff done around the house. It seems that every time we have good weather, it's also a day that we have an appointment or something else. Oh, speaking of which, I've got to book my truck in. Thankfully, the thing we went out for yesterday, they were able to do everything yesterday, so we don't have to go back today, which was perfect because I said the gas has been delivered today, so it allowed me to get all that ready, and it means when the gas gets here, I can wheel it around. Been in here for a while. A bit of water into here. See all the condensation on the underside of the iron over there. Bit here. Nothing up top. Oh, I was going to say, it's wherever the plastic is, but I've got it down there as well. I wonder if it smells musty in here. Anyway, I'm looking for a bit of tin or something better than paper. There you go. That's broken though, so I can't use it. I might chop that up into a couple of tags. Guess I've never really come out here this early and had a good look when it's cold. Condensation all over the place under here, which I guess is understandable. I might do something about that when I get the stuff under the stairs done. I really haven't been out here for ages, apart from pulling the mower and the weed whacker out, because I haven't been doing any sort of work around the house or the yard really. Don't know where my tenant saw is. I've got a feeling, like you can see, I really don't have a shadow board or anything. I've got a couple of things up there, but nothing too big done yet. The last I remember seeing it, he was over in here, but because I mean I bought these things to hopefully go here or something like that, so I've got better storage than what I've got over this side. I thought I had it over here, because I'm pretty sure I had it sitting with my dodgy little bench hook I made. They're always together. I can't see it being under that stuff. Watch, I'm going to move everything back then find out that it is under there. Place really is too crowded. Yeah, I found the bench hook. Saw's not with it. Where did I put the saw? Oh. Oh man. I wonder if it's with cutting tools. Moisture has made all the timber swell in everything. Of course, these drawers are just timber on timber down in there. I think I might just use that instead. Not following general best practice, but Hey. That's not bad for just eyeballing it, is it? Here I was thinking I was going to have to really sand them down to get them the same. And it's not the case. And now I really just have to... I want to drill a hole. This ain't staying in position, is it? Yeah, it's slowly moving. Pay a lot of money to get those slow pan shots. All you got to do is have a loose tripod holder. I do have some sort of order in this place. I want something under that so it doesn't tear out. Stay. Put things away as you go, if you can. Alright, so a bit messed up on the back. Come out into the light. A little bit messed up on the back from the vise because I didn't use vise grips. But that side's good. So I'll use those. And these. Pencils are broke. One of the things I've got written in my diary as a something I've got to do. One of them is organise this place. Just a little tag to say delivered today. Haven't turned this one on, so I'll put this one here, delivered today, turned on today. When this one runs out, I'll come out, turn it off, turn this one on, write the date on it, so that's ready to go, and I'll order a new bottle for this. So, and then because this is pencil, just clean it off. Hopefully that will fix that. So I've bought a parcel letterbox for us, because we've got some delivery drivers who won't come down to the door and they just leave the parcels sitting next to the letterbox or on the ground next to the gate. So I just checked that everything's here, and now I've got to assemble the bugger. There's the letterbox, or the package box, so you can sit your package in there, and key to open it up there, a little window to see if there's anything in here. Couple of holes drilled. Those will go onto the side of the letterbox that's up there, and then these ones will go into a new leg, and I've got to go and buy more sleepers because none of the stuff I've got is long enough. This is what you can grab easy. But that's what he meant when he said we've got heaps of them here. I'm only going to grab a couple. Got my timber and there it is. There. Sleeper and some mobile. The mobile they've got now is a little different to what I had before. The stuff I had before was the decking with the little ridges underneath it. This stuff's select grade, so it's dressed all round. So it looks a little different, but I'll be replacing some of the pieces anyway, so we'll see how it all goes.